And the annual Americans with Disabilities Act Conference, the ADA Conference, is taking place July 30th and 31st at the Bakersfield Marriott downtown. Still have time to get tickets, and joining us in Studio B is Aaron Markovitz, Program Manager with the Independent Living Center of Kern County. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, and very exciting for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Outgrowing your humble origins?
Yeah, you know, we started in the boardroom at our office and grew it to last year where we sold out the ballroom at the Marriott, so we're very proud, and obviously it's something the community has gotten behind.
Now, this year's conference, keynote speaker is going to be former Police Chief Lyle Martin.
Yeah.
What else can people expect?
Yeah, we're really grateful to have Lyle Martin there to talk about inclusion and getting beyond just the legal aspects of the ADA. It should be a really interesting talk. But there's also going to be, we've got the director of the California Department of Rehabilitation coming from Sacramento, and so that's a big coup to get her to come to Bakersfield and share with us the vision of the future of the ADA. And then we have some breakout sessions for the first time this year, where we're going to have digital accessibility addressed, and we're going to have just talking to parents of students with disabilities about their rights and IEPs, and then a virtual reality demonstration of what it's like to have a disability. It should be really interesting.
You know, a lot of people, they know about the Independent Living Center of Kern through different projects and whatnot. We show stories about that, from a group of people getting together to build a ramp for someone with disability, to the, I believe it was the batteries story that we ran out. And it really sort of makes a difference.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, the overall mission of our agency is to support people with disabilities and people who are elderly continue to live in their homes for as long as they possibly can independently. And so that's really, you know, all of our programs and services all support that one thing. And so we're really proud as an agency to be able to do that. We have a great team and a great leader.
And do stories like these help to boost people's participation?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, any time we can get the word out about the programs and services that we offer is outstanding. When we did a press conference to support our AT repair and reuse program, we had an outstanding response from the community, calling us, wanting to donate equipment, and those who needed equipment would also request it, and so that's what it's all about.
At the conference right now, with the people coming in, the one thing that we were talking that sort of surprised me was this isn't common like statewide. I mean, you're the only ones that are doing this.
Yeah, as far as we know, we're the only independent living center in Kern County. There's 20 independent living centers in the state of California. As far as we know, we're the only one who organizes an Americans with Disabilities Act conference. And we've been doing this for years, so much so that this year we decided to expand it to 2 years. And then this is all about educating the community on the rights of people with disabilities and understanding the services that are available for people with disabilities. This has never been a fundraiser. Now this year we added a fundraiser as well, and so on Thursday night we're actually going to be doing a casino night, which is completely independent of the Americans with Disabilities Act conference. It's going to be a lot of fun. But this event, the Americans with Disabilities Act conference, is specifically designed to get people with disabilities and advocates with disabilities and their family members under one roof for at the same time, so they can learn as much as they can about services and their rights.
Now, I do believe we have a flyer. I don't know if we put it up yet, but it's got a QR code where people can go to get tickets. There you go, right there.
That's it. Yeah, you bet.
To talk about that, what are some of the things that you hear coming out of the conferences each year? Is there one specific thing that you try to target that people come out and say, that was the moment that I really understood?
You know, because we have different speakers and different people attend every year, it's really different for everyone. And so sometimes you have that person who's newly disabled, and so they're just being introduced to the services and supports that are available to them. And so that's a wonderful outcome, you know, when someone who doesn't know where else to go gets connected and finds out about resources. Other times it's, you know, the seasoned advocates who are there, and they have you know, an idea of a message that they want to get out, and they're able to network with others to share their message with others and really get some important work done, whether it's here locally, statewide, or federally.
And the conference, once again, is July 30th and 31st. That is a week from Thursday and Friday. Tickets are still available. And if you need more information, where can they call?
Yeah, they can call us at the Independent Living Center, 325-1063. We're open 8:30 to 5.
Aaron Markovitz, thanks for coming in this morning. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll be right back.